got some news for us, haven't you?
News from Dubai overnight that Silver Charm, who was denied the American Triple Crown when he didn't win the Belmont League, has won the world's richest race, the Dubai World Cup, Bruce, beating Swain in the narrowest of photo finishes.
Well, the Americans have got a good record in that race with Cigar and Silver Charm. Max, welcome. You had, maybe we didn't have Silver Charm in Sydney yesterday, but we had some pretty good horses.
Yes, and very vitally too. We raced on grass, not on Bondi Beach like they do in Dubai. But it was a good meeting. I think the STC are really to be congratulated on the standard of racing, the standard of track they've provided. We saw some very good performances. Winners were hard to back, but often that can be the case when you get good racing.
What did you think was a highlight, Keith, looking at it from Melbourne?
Well, I think at the start we should get back to basics, Bruce. This is a form guide. There's nowhere in that you can find how one horse, Tie the Knot, can improve about 7 lengths and beat
Oh, beautiful. Let's see him.
That's not worth
overacting.
Can I say one thing? You've had a lot of experience doing that over the years, Keith, with your betting tickets, haven't you?
Oh, yes.
You did that very well.
Been charged with littering with betting tickets.
It was stated before the race, Bruce, that really Tycoon Lil had a free lunch in front in the Canterbury Guineas. Di did state that under those circumstances, Tie the Knot could not get into the race. It was also known that Tie the Knot, Tycoon Lil was going to do it much harder yesterday. All of those factors, well, Keith could well argue and show us the form guide that Tie the Knot improved roughly 7 lengths. Well,
the filly, look, she careered away from them. The others all hard-ridden and collared yesterday. It's a major form reversal.
Well, it was, Keith, but I think we did point out too that the filly went into the Canterbury Guineas a hard, fit, seasoned filly. Our 3-year-olds were underdone. I'm not saying that all of those points, you know, equal 7 lengths. They don't. There are a number of factors there. I didn't back Tie the Knot. I wish I had.
He had blinkers on too, didn't he?
No, he was tried in blinkers. Trainer Guy Walter experimented with blinkers during the week and he said, no, I don't think this horse needs them now.
Thank you for bringing me up to date. Let's have a look at the Rosehill Guineas. It was a real talking point yesterday.
Zonda now coming out 3 deep. It is under heavy pressure. He'll have to get moving from there. Followed by Tricove and Pursuits as they come around the corner where it's Tycoon Lil and Cooksley's got a lap full of horse. Tycoon Lil shot away turning for home. Put about 4 lengths on Irish Air, followed by Simone, Brave Prince. Tie the Knot on the extreme outside is starting to run on well, but Tycoon Lil is a mile in front past the 200, led by about 4 lengths on Tie the Knot getting to second, and Simone running a mighty race. Tycoon Lil is feeling the pinch. Here's Tie the Knot. He's got the filly. Tie the Knot swoops on Tycoon Lil. Oh, Tycoon Lil kicked again. The filly's come again right on the line.
It was a bit deceiving, wasn't it, the photo? Tie the Knot got it. There was a protest third against fourth. Pretty important from Brian York's point of view, isn't it?
Yes, Simone ran third but lost the minor placing on protest. York was suspended, fined $1,000, but I think Brian York might have been fined far more severely if he doesn't lodge a successful appeal, because Brian York was the forerunner to get the ride on Might and Power in the Mercedes next Saturday.
Keith, where would you go for your Shane Dive? Gold Guru wins the Mercedes or runs well, and he ran in the Derby. Would you go Tie the Knot or Gold Guru if you were Die?
It's a toss-up. Gold Guru's the best south of the border, that's for sure. Tie the Knot was pretty impressive yesterday. Shane will make the right choice, he always does.
He's a great jockey. He got some criticism for Encounter yesterday. It looked a bit unfair from where I was watching them on the telly. I thought he gave Encounter every chance.
Now, of all of his faults, I certainly have no criticism with his ride on Encounter. It will be stated that he had no right to be looking around, but he did state he was in a desperate situation. He's got to cuddle Encounter to the line, which he shows. But I think that takes away from the point of a very courageous win by Quick Flick. Oh, he's a very popular horse, a very courageous horse, and it was his day.
He's got what football coaches call G&D, hasn't he? Guts and determination. His racing's grey Braveheart. He's a fantastic horse, and we saw that really exemplified yesterday.
Yeah, he's a horse, I think, that you can really... he captures your heart, doesn't he? It was a great win. Let's have a look. Encounter has a few chances to beat him in the straight. This is the Group 1 George Ryder.
Quick Flick in front at the 600 mark over Encounter. In third place, Juggler, followed closely by Antiquity, 3 deep, and Zoe Regal in the centre. Then Blazing Steel, Pleasure Giver, Pengulu. Catalan Opening is carted wide on the turn. Further back is Rebel looking for room as they flatten for the run home. And Quick Flick is the leader. He's about a length on Encounter, who's under heavy pressure. In third place, Zoe Regal, followed by Juggler. Quick Flick in front at the 200. Die looks confident on Encounter. Encounter ranges up to the grey, who's not done with yet. Encounter put the head in front. Quick Flick is coming back, monopolised, getting out of the ground. Quick Flick fighting back, and Quick Flick, He's given him the flick. Quick Flick came again to beat Encounter about a head.
Actually, Keith, he reminds me a bit of you at the moment, Quick Flick. He's
Don't use the word grey.
He found a bit. Encounter was going to beat him. And
Encounter got a head in front of him, and certainly it was only the courage of Quick Flick which won the day. Certainly Encounter's got a tough task in the Doncaster now, going on the weights carried yesterday.
Catalan opening, Max, we both liked it yesterday.
Catalan opening is Catalan opening. You know you're not going to get anything objective about me on Catalan opening, only objectionable.
OK, Mark de Montfort, who rode the winner, spoke to Max afterwards, and he talked about just what a tough horse this was and his chances in the Doncaster.
He had a good break after the Villiers. He had quite a good break, so that was his spell, and he's come back and raced at Warwick Farm where he won, and he's won here again. And now he drops to 55 in the Doncaster, so you know, we won't have to do much with him between now and then. 55 kilos, it'll feel quite a nice weight for him after today's conditions.
A featherweight. Let's have a look at one of the two-year-old race, the Paris Dream win. Prowl finished 4th here. Didn't have a lot of luck, did he?
Had no luck at all.
Where is he? Out wide,
He's
is he?
out with a white cap looming up large after being 3 and 4 wide throughout. Note Brilliance in front. Note Paris Dream had a perfect run just behind the leader. And, of course, yeah, under these conditions, they had to beat Prowl home. But note how Prowl keeps on getting to the line, laying in a little bit because of his endeavours. It was not... Oh, look, I'm dying to say that wasn't one of Shane Dye's best rides. There were extenuating circumstances. Prowl did miss the jump by half a length. Dye was pushed 4 wide by Stephen King at the first turn, push wide on the turn. I don't know whether there's a lot to criticise Dye about. He's gone for Laurie's Lottery in the Golden Slipper. I think he's pulled the wrong rein.
Do you do? Well, you spoke to him after the race, and he talked about why, really, he's going to go for Laurie's Lottery and not Prowl in the Slipper.
Oh, no doubt Laurie's Lottery. The thing I've got to analyse is they want to know before barrier draws. Now, I'm sure if Laurie's Lottery draws 16, it's not going to worry him. Whereas if Prowl drew 16, I don't think he'd be able to do it both ends, like use him a lot to get across, and in the last 100 he'd want. I think Laurie's Lottery will find it both ends.
Well, I'm sitting with the best 2 judges in Australia. Keith, you first. Before the barrier draw, before all the riders, who's your tip?
Well, it's been topsy-turvy, all the lead-ups, Bruce. I mean, there have been reputations dented and some shattered. But,
think about it for half an hour. Go on, Max, you go
Prowl,
next.
I'm a Prowl man. I've been a Prowl man for the last 4 months. I think Prowl's performance yesterday was one of the best slipper trials I've seen. Dye might be a man of little faith, but I'm going to stick solid.
Glacier at 14 to 1.
OK, Manana will win it. There you go. Prowl, Glacier, Manana. Gentlemen, I'll see you next week. Look forward to it.
We hope so.